Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, first of all, we're going to start off by telling you today's video is all about the Season 4 update. And the one big thing is we're going to be discussing is everything that changed in the Season 4 update, whether it was big or small, we're going to discuss it. But first of all, what you're going to be seeing in the background is one of the new changes to Modern Warfare, which is this map in the background you are seeing is Barraquette Promenade has been added to Ground War. And yeah, that's kind of why you're seeing me in a tank at the moment to start the game. Alright, don't hate me too much. I might grab a few kills here. This is a pretty good gameplay, or the best gameplay I've managed to get so far. It's a 68 and 11 gameplay, which is pretty good for this map. And you'll see why, and especially if you have played this map, because this map is difficult to do well on. So yeah, enjoy that in the background whilst we discuss the Season 4 update. So, let's start into it. Season 4 update come out. The patch sizes were around 30 to 40 gig. Except for if you updated the game early enough on Xbox. If you tried to do the update around like 7 in the morning whenever it came out, it was around 84 gigs, okay? And I did the full 84 gigs, so that video you saw of me showcasing the Season 4 Battle Pass took so long to do because it took me 2 hours to do the update, because again, an 84 gig update, that ain't getting done anytime soon. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain. They have fixed that now, so if you are doing the update now or still haven't done the update, it should be around like 34 gig for you, 35, something like that, as long as you don't hopefully get the glitch or whatnot. But yeah, so that should be fixed now. And yeah, so those were the sizes pretty much. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about some of the changes. The big changes that they like to talk about. I mean, first of all, there's weapon mastery challenges. Honestly, it's not a big whoop to me, you know, it's you get little emblems and stuff, and the only way you can do these, by the way, is if you've got the guns gold already, so you do have to have them gold before you can actually do the challenges, so bear that in mind. If you think you can do the challenges now, you can't, not until you get the guns gold. So yeah, that's there. If you want to get like a cool little calling card, or little emblem, sticker, whatever, that tells you that, hey, you use the Grawl way too much, or the M4 way too much, then go ahead, you know, showcase that. But anyway, so next up, Warzone in-match events. These are quite interesting. So these are quite big changes here for Warzone. This does change everything. Some of them I'm confused on. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but it does. Like, I'll explain it when I explain it. So, like, when I talk about them. So, first of all, they've added different things, which is Jailbreak, Fire Sale, and Supply Chopper. So, Jailbreak occurs when all players that have been eliminated will be released back into the match. Whether you were waiting for your 1v1 in the Gulag or had been relegated to a spectator, now you'll have another chance. You will get a 1 minute notice before a jailbreak event happens to find additional armor or secure weapon for your returning teammates. Now the funny thing is, I don't know how you notice. It happened before in a game, the jailbreak. Now I don't know if it happened when I was in the Gulag or something, so I wasn't paying attention. But I died just before the jailbreak happened, and my teammate came back, but I didn't, because obviously I died just before, like, no, sorry, just after it happened. So my teammate was coming back as I died. So unfortunately, I kind of got unlucky, got caught, got shot in the back, and I had to, you know, spectate my teammate. But yeah, it says it gives you a little notification saying that jailbreak is happening. I don't know if there's a noise or a cue or something then, because I don't know what it was, but I must have missed it. So be on the lookout for that. Try and spot that if you can, you know, and try and get to a place where your teammate can come back nice and safely. Because again, imagine how insane that's going to be. Say like 50 odd people are still waiting or watching their teammate. That's going to be 50 people coming back on the map. And I believe it happens like after the first circle. Every time these have happened, it's been like after the first circle's finished, it starts to move on to the second circle is about when it's happening. And that's at least what I've noticed with the helicopter one and that. The helicopter one's a bit interesting as well. I'll explain that one in a second as well. So yeah, that's Jailbreak. Next up is Fire Sale. I've not had this one happen yet, but it temporarily discounts most items at the buy station up to 80%, or even gives items out completely free, so you can pick up UAVs, your armor box, lethal kill streaks, all that stuff. The only thing that doesn't get discounted is the loadout drops, so they've done a good job here. They have thought about this one. They have balanced this one appropriately, because giving out loadout drops for free would have been a little bit OP, but yeah, they've done a good job of that. I think that's fine, you know. I think it's honestly perfectly fine. I don't know how many UAVs you could pick up though. I do wonder if you could pick up like 3 at a time, or if you just get the discounted once and then that's it. Because I'm yet to have this event happen. I've played quite a few Warzone games, so yet to have that happen. Let me know in the comment section below if you've had that happen, and let me know about the UAVs. Do the UAVs, can you buy them over and over again, or do you just get one and then that's it? But yeah, that's Fire Sale. You know, they're telling you to be expected to be crowded and stuff, so that does change the mid game a little bit. Again, that probably happens in the first, like after the first zone's completed. That's about when these events have been happening. Next up is Supply Choppers, and these have been quite interesting because I've seen some people die to these because they've actually spawned, like the way they spawn is really confusing. Some of them have like come out the ground and then fly up, and I've seen some of them go through like really tall buildings. And I watched a clip the other day of someone dying from it, so Be careful with that, these are quite glitchy sometimes, so watch out you don't die to them. But yeah, supply chopper is a helicopter with a lot of health and it requires a few rounds of bullets, maybe a rocket or two to bring it down. The helicopter will not shoot you, so thank God for that. When I first saw these, I was quite worried because they look like the helicopters from Plunder that shoot you, but don't worry, they do not do that. The loot includes like 3 UAVs, so basically that's a, you know, what you call it, a V-stat essentially. 2 armor boxes, ammunition boxes, gas mask, grenade launcher, tons of cash. There's a lot of good stuff for this. I've never tried to take one out yet because it's just not something, you know, I can imagine you getting killed before you try and actually do them, but I've seen the loot drops like fall to the floor. Like what happens is when you break the helicopter, the supply drop breaks to the floor, which everyone can see by the way, so that is one thing you got to bear in mind if you are trying to take these out. They do drop to the floor and everyone can see them, so bear that in mind. The rules are quite worth it, so I don't know what to think on that. I think it's a pretty good idea. But yeah. The only thing I was just confused on is just, I don't know how well Jailbreak is going to go down, considering most people leave when they die. Like, are you going to spectate someone else for ages, hoping that there'll be a Jailbreak? I don't know. Personally, that's not something I'm going to do, but it's interesting. I like that they've tried to spice it up a little bit and make the mid-game a little bit more interesting, because it is quite dull after the first zone. It's normally quite hard to find people or anything amazing happens. So, pretty decent changes there, pretty interesting. Contraband contract system. Oh yeah, so this is a contraband contract that gives you a blueprint reward, and what you have to do is you literally grab the briefcase, take it to the place it needs to, extract it, and then once you do that, you will get the whatever the blueprint is really. So far I've seen a purple sniper, that's the only thing I've seen. I don't know what the blueprint's called, but you get a purple sniper from what I've seen. I did have a friend who tried to do it, unfortunately got taken out. The people were, it was like TV station, 2 people were camping on top. Pretty unlucky, but yeah, so I'm going to try and unlock that hopefully. I've not seen, it doesn't show people on the map who have the contract. Like, I haven't seen that at all. I haven't noticed when people picked it up, so I think it's okay to do, but it's just, you got to hope that no one's where you're, well, no one is at where you've got to get to. So yeah, next up, playlist updates. Obviously I said about the Barracat Promenade. By the way, my opinions on this map is terrible, okay? This is a 68 and 11 gameplay, and like, I could imagine this is like one of the best gameplays I'm going to get on this, because as you probably noticed, this is an incredibly narrow map. And yes, I am using the Grawl, but you have to try super hard on this map, because it's so narrow, there's nowhere to flank, it's literally impossible to flank. You have to get really good timings. Parts of the map are broken as well. You'll probably notice in this gameplay there's going to be a moment where I try to shoot someone. It's on the right hand side of the map by the white truck. You can't shoot people next to that head glitch for some reason, and they can't shoot you either. There's some weird barrier there that's broken, so hopefully they fix that, because that is completely broken. But yeah, this map isn't that great, to be honest. The sniping, it's basically a lane holding type of map where you just snipe from one side to the other. And if you've got a bad team, you're going to get spawn trapped, okay? You probably noticed in this game already, my teammates have conceded some gunships, some VTOLs, even though I've been getting VTOLs and stuff in this gameplay. So yeah, this could be a very one-sided map quite easily. Personally don't like this map. Maybe they'll change it, I hope they do, because there's been a lot of complaints about this map. Yeah, next up, Trench Mosh Pit 2v2. Fun fact, there's an Easter egg on that map. Go search up videos on how to do that. I've already done the Easter egg, so I'm not going to spoil it for you if you are someone trying to do that Easter egg. But it's a fun little Easter egg, so definitely check it out. I'll try it for myself. Next up, Scrapyard 24/7. Haven't personally played this. Have found that people have been saying it's not very good. Like, it does not play like the original Scrapyard. Again, I wouldn't know. I didn't play Modern Warfare 2. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who missed out on that golden era. But yeah, so Scrapyard 24/7. Something else for you to play if you play 6v6, etc. You got Blueprint Gunfight. Does anyone even play that, to be honest? And then Warzone, currently it says Quads, Trios, Duos, Solos, Blood Money, and Warzone Rumble. But currently, I've got it up right now, as of today. I think they've done an update, because obviously I'm doing this video one day after the update, just so I could get all the information down for you guys, and make sure that nothing changes. But they have changed something, which is, it is a multiplayer free weekend currently, so if you don't own multiplayer, guess what, you can play free. By the way, that's the moment there, hopefully you saw that there, that I've tried to kill someone there, and it's just not registering bullets. So yeah, something's broken about this spot here, I don't know what it is, but it needs fixing. But yeah. So currently there is a multiplayer free weekend, so if you don't know multiplayer, now's a good chance to play. Currently we've got double weapon XP and double XP, so I'm going to need to take advantage of that so I can level up and get the guns that we need to get, because obviously the Vector and the Galil are insane, and I need to do some class ups on them, so stay tuned for those. Those will be coming soon. Yeah, currently as I see it, there's Warzone Rumble, which is TDM on Warzone, parts of Warzone, and from what I've heard, this is also terrible. Apparently people are just going to like really high mountains and sniping. Personally, not going to try it myself. It seems a little bit terrible, okay? I'm not going to lie. You still got your trios, duos, solos, and quads. Thank God for that. They finally didn't take them out. They actually listened this time. And yeah, but yeah, there's a playlist here called Modern Warfare Gunfight and Modern Warfare Multiplayer in the Warzone section. And this is obviously for those to play the free multiplayer weekend. So give it a shot. You know, if you want to mess around in multiplayer, let yourself check out the game. Personally, I wouldn't say buy multiplayer if you're someone who doesn't own multiplayer yet, unless it goes down to a really good price. Like if you're paying £40 for the multiplayer, don't. It's massively not worth it. £20 and below, maybe at a stretch, but that's if you enjoy it. So give it a shot, just try it out, you know, you never know, you might like it yourself. But yeah. They say, yeah, so what's this? Warzone Rumble. Oh yeah, this is the 2 teams of 50 players, so 25 v 25. I've heard it's not that great of a game mode, so tell me if you enjoy it though, down below. Personally, I've seen videos and stuff, and it's not something that I'm going to enjoy too much, I don't think. Yeah, so they said the Season 4 download is a lot smaller, which is true. Even after I did the 84 gig update, it only went up by like 4 gig or something, so thank God they're actually compressing the files now to make it easier on your consoles. And PC as well, if you play on PC. But yeah, there's some general fixes here. Not really going to read through these too much. Nobody really cares about these, to be honest. They're just mainly like little exploits and stuff. Weapon balancing, we got absolutely no weapon balancing as far as we know. But obviously Infinity would love to do little secret updates. So be on the lookout for that. Be lookout for like Exclusive Ace or Drifter doing a video, because there's a good chance a little gun here or there has received a little buff or nerf that we don't know about. The Gruul, I've already checked out, has not been nerfed, so I'm quite surprised at that one. But yeah, Warzone, the loot update has changed. The floor loot is different now. Personally, I think it's okay, but some of them are questionable at best. Like there's an M4 burst, so if you pick up the M4 in Warzone, don't use it. It's a burst M4. I have no idea what they were thinking with that, but it's awful. Do not use that. And there's that shotgun as well. I can't even remember what the shotgun's called. It's the one I haven't unlocked yet. You can put like fire rounds in it and stuff. But oh, the VOK Rogue, that's what it's called. But yeah, that's not a great shotgun, so I'd personally stay away from those 2 weapons. Every other weapon, pretty usable, I'd say. Still not the greatest ground loot, but it'll do. Everyone goes for the loadout anyway, so who cares really, right? Fix the bug for the recon contract, blah blah blah. Fix the bug where people have to drop their weapons in the gulag. Able to duplicate stuff for revive kits, yada yada yada. Special operations, honestly I'm not going to talk about these. Does anyone even play Spec Ops anymore? That's about it, and that is the update. That is everything for the update. Personally, what do I think so far of Season 4? Well, since it took so long to come out, it did kind of kill my hope for it, but as of playing, I'm just glad that we got something new. Okay, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really like the new Warzone map. I do get quite annoyed when it pops up in rotation, because currently it is just broken and it does not play very well. I think they just made this for the sake of it. It feels rushed. It feels like they just literally took a part of this part of Verdansk and just, what do you call it? Like, I said Verdansk, I can't remember what it's called now. You know what I mean, the place, yeah, Promenade, that's what I meant. So in Promenade, they just took a place and kind of just narrowed it down and said, here's a map. And it doesn't play that well, to be honest. It really doesn't. Hopefully they change it up, make a few more rush routes and stuff. I don't know how likely that is of something going to happen, but we'll see. What else? The 2 new weapons, I can't wait to get them. I've been picking them up when people have been using them, and they're pretty good. I don't know why they've made them so good. I think, honestly, they've just made it to compete with the MP5, the M4, the Gruul. I think they've taken that route with this. I think they've made those weapons that good to, instead of nerfing, because I wouldn't say the MP5 and that need nerfing. I know they're really good weapons, but I don't think essentially those need nerfing. I think the Gruul did, just because of how easy it is to use. That's kind of my biggest problem with the Gruul. Funny enough, as I died to a Gruul. Can't really complain, though I am using the Gruul as well, but it's kind of what you got to do on this map. You got to use the best weapons on the map. Everyone's using an M4, everyone's using a sniper, MP5, you name it. But yeah, so I think they went the route with making those weapons as good as possible and really OP just to combat the MP5, the M4, and the Gruul. So I'm going to be doing class ups with those eventually. I have been messing around in custom games, and I think I found a setup already for the little Vector. The AR, not so much. The Galil, I'm not sure of yet. But the Vector, there's definitely a really OP setup which I'll be bringing as soon as I get it unlocked, as soon as I level up, and then I'll test it on multiplayer for you guys. Yeah, other than that, the other thing as well, I don't know if you guys have any experience as well, there's been, I could imagine it's because, like, obviously again, we've got this quarantine and everything going on. There's been quite a lot of lag recently. That's probably expected with an update, but it has been going on for a bit. I have disconnected from a few games, and I do have quite a good connection, so it's nothing on my end. Again, if you are also disconnecting, it's probably not your end. It is the game. The servers are a bit buggy. I don't know if this gameplay had any bits of lag in it or not, but yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. There's definitely been bits of lag at the moment. It'll probably stabilize as soon as people have done updates and stuff, because again, there's probably still people doing their updates, joining the game, and this multiplayer free weekend is probably going to cause more lag than usual again. So many people playing the game is going to cause a lot of lag, so just be warned with that. You know, you kind of got to just, like, I don't know how to put it, just man up, take it as is. You know, the game's going to lag a little bit at the moment because the sheer amount of people playing. It can be frustrating, but it is what it is. But yeah, overall opinion of Season 4, I'm just glad we got new content. That's the main thing I can say on this. I wouldn't say this is an amazing update by any means. It's definitely interesting. I'd like to see more what they do, because there's things with the roadmap. We still got a sniper to go get eventually. There's some dual-wield melee sticks as well that you can get, which are quite interesting. I might try and get those. But yeah, there's a sniper to come yet. I can imagine there's probably... I think there was another new map coming. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the roadmap they actually produced. But plenty of game modes. I'm sure they've got stuff in the lines. We've still got a Warzone live event to go yet, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully they do that soon. I'd love to do that live. Hopefully I'll be able to actually record that live for you guys. But yeah, so that's the Season 4 update. That's all the information that we got about the Season 4, and we got a second roadmap, so I'll probably leave a link to that in the description so you guys can see that. But yeah, enjoy the rest of this gameplay in the background. Again, a 68 and 11 gameplay on Promenade. Pretty difficult map to stay alive on. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.